welcome back. In the last video, we set up our game manager. We got that working along with our score. So now let's go ahead and get a collectible working. So let me go back to my scene. Here's my player. And let's go ahead and create a 2D object. I'm just going to use a circle. This is going to be a coin. So I'm going to give it a yellow color so it looks like a coin. I'm going to call it a coin. And I want this to happen when I run into it, so it's going to need a collider. I'm going to use the circle collider 2D. I don't need to move it, so I'm going to say it's a trigger. So that means that it will register that something touched it, but not move it. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm still here in my script graphs. While I'm here in my script graphs, let's go ahead and just delete this. There we go. That way it's not updating whenever I press E. Let's get out of the game manager, and oops, I experimented with this earlier and I forgot to delete it. Let's delete that coin script graph and let's create a new script graph, and you're not going to believe what we're going to call it. I'm going to call this coin. You might want to use collectible, whatever you like. Okay, here's my coin. Let's give it a script machine. And we will use the coin graph. And let's go ahead and get in and edit that. The coin, we're back to object variables. The coin is going to need a single variable. I'm going to call it value, and that is going to be an integer. And how many points should a coin be worth? Let's say 20. Okay, so now I want this coin to do something when I run into it. So I'm going to use on trigger enter. And this is an important one here. We want to make sure we're using the 2D version of this. On trigger enter 2D. First thing that we want to do is say what just ran into me. So this collider right here is the collider of the thing that I just hit. So let's go ahead and find the game object that that collider is attached to. So I'm going to do collider 2D. I'll have to spell it correctly. Collider 2D dot game object. There it is. Collider 2D get game object. Okay, I want to get the game object off of this. And then that game object has the ability to check the tag. So let's do game object dot compare tag. Okay, so this is going to check the tag that is on that game object. So if the tag of that object is player, then we're going to do something. So this little purple dot right there means it's giving us a Boolean value. It's going to check to see if the player, if the object that just hit the coin is tagged with the player, and then this purple dot right here is going to turn true or false, which means we are going to go if. If, let's attach that Boolean right there, and now we have what to do if it's true and what to do if it's false. If it's false, if something hits the coin that's not the player, we're going to do nothing, so we can just leave that blank. But if it is true, then we want to go ahead and add some score. Okay, there's the subgraph that we made in the last video. We're going to go ahead and add score. How many points should we add? We want to add value, so I can just drag that in and attach it to how many points we're going to add. And then we have this exit here, so we can keep on going after that. Let's go ahead and test this before we go any further. So let me just check on my player. I want to check the player's tag. And right up here, I have tagged my player as player. So just double check to make sure that you've done that. If I run into this coin, it should update the score to say that I have 20 points. Where's my score? There it is. Just had to back out. Okay, so let's go ahead and run into that. Boom. 20 points. Let's do it again. Okay, so now I'm doing something that I shouldn't be able to do. I'm just running into that same coin over and over again. And if I'm allowed to do that, that could be my whole game. Just see how many points I can get and make number go up. I don't want that. So when I'm done with that, I should have the coin destroy itself. So let's look for destroy. And we've got this one right here, game object destroy. And we want to destroy this game object. Game object destroy has a field right here to say which game object should I destroy. We want it to destroy itself, so let's just go ahead and use the this block and say we're destroying this game object. Okay, so exiting out of there, and now I should see that the coin, I run into it and I get my 20 points, and now that coin is gone. Now I want to make more of these coins, so I could duplicate it, but what I'd like to introduce right here is the idea of prefabs. So I have created this coin. It's got a collider on it, it's got a script machine, it's got variables. I want other coins that are just like it. So let's go ahead and back out and create a new folder in our assets called prefabs. And all I need to do is just drag this in right here, and now I have a coin. And then what I can do here is just start dragging this coin all over the place, and these coins will function the same way that the original does. 20 points, 40, 60, 80. Now the nice thing about a prefab is if I click right here, this is the prefab, I can look at all of these, and if I decide 20 is too much, I actually want this to be 15 points, this is going to go ahead and automatically update all of the prefabs. So these should all have a score of 15 now, and you see I can do it this way. If I had duplicated it, I would have to go and update each of them separately. But okay, so now we have working coins, and we'll close this video here. We'll see you in the next one.